Yo, what's up guys? It is Devilicious here, back again from server 121. Today we are going to take a look at the hero, Sun-Shin, the Chung Mu Gong. This is a new hero that has become available now that server 121 has hit Conquest. And for those that are sitting on other Conquest servers that are looking to join a very harmonious and balanced server, strongly recommend server 121. A great server to be a part of. Now, let's take a look at Sun-Shin's hero introduction, and he is sitting up the back here. He is an Earth Immortal. So let's read the story of Sun-Shin, the Chung Mu Gong. Okay, so Sun-Shin was the greatest strategy in the history of Joseon and a national hero. He won many naval victories against the Japanese. In addition to his military achievements, Sun-Shin was also, okay, so they haven't fixed the English experience here, but Sun-Shin also had many literary gifts and was famous for writing a Chinese poem called The Song of Han Sando. Now, I actually live in China, so haven't really heard of that particular Chinese poem, but I will go and have a look and see what that Chinese poem is about later. In 1598, during the Battle of Noyang, Sun-Shin was wounded by a bullet and died at the age of 54. Okay, so this is a cool little hero update or Immortal update for new Immortal now available as part of Conquest. So let's take a look at Sun-Shin's ability. So he is a cavalry-based Immortal. Okay, he is Earth and he is defensive focused. Okay, and then he's got a skill. We're going to take a look at here. Here is his skill, God of Devotion. Skill info, channel and create an area of protection for 6 seconds. All allied units will receive 18% less damage, okay, so all the way up to 30% less damage for 6 seconds. Wow, okay, so this is basically a very heavily defensive focused Immortal. I'm keen to kind of get this guy leveled up as quickly as possible so we can start to have a look at his strength and maybe looking at playing around with building a fully defensive Earth March, potentially to, I guess, put a little bit of pressure on others and combine that with some healing. We'll see how this guy goes. So we'll be making another video of Sun-Shin a little bit later as we progress him in terms of his overall strength. Now, in terms of his detail, or I guess stats, so strength, physical attack, sitting at 157.7, physical defense 215.6, critical hit relatively low at 42.1 with dodge at 67.6. In terms of magical attack, so seems to be relatively balanced, but magic defense seems to be low. So physical defense high, magic damage low. But physical defense is pretty good these days because there's a lot of players running very aggressive physical attack damage builds. Accuracy is 73.9 with resilience or base resilience sitting at 45.3. Magic penetration and magical protection sitting at 37, and then you've got energy regen at 80 points. Now, if you were to compare that to other Immortals, I mean, he is not, I mean, the super epic strong Immortal, but it will be interesting to see how he goes once he's developed as part of the Earth March, and sitting with some good equipment that is relatively defensive with high resonance as well. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. I'll also be playing around with what kind of builds you can have for Sun-Shin in collaboration potentially with Charles, given that we've got two defensive Immortals sitting up the front for Earth, and seeing what kind of defense that this can offer to us as part of a overall defensive build. So we'll be building that video a little bit later once Sun-Shin is finished development. I hope that you've enjoyed this introduction video to the latest Immortal that has become available as part of Conquest, Sun-Shin. Please subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other videos here, and if you've got any questions, leave a note down below in the comments. It is not goodbye, but it is goodbye for now.